Hey guys, what's up? Yes, another video is here. Now this is an album that came out a week ago that I forgot to review, that I totally forgot was coming out. Like, I had it planned on being reviewed, but then I forgot about it and I was like, oh yeah, right, this came out. And we're talking about Attention Attention by Shinedown, which is their 6th studio album, their first since Threat to Survival in 2015. I do remember hearing the lead-off song Devil on March 7th or somewhere around March on the radio and thinking, this is a cool lead-off single. It's actually the only single as of right now on the album. There could be more coming soon, but you know, I do like this idea. It is a concept album that deals with depicting a human overcoming their negativity through personal struggles, and then in the end they end up being reborn as a new person, which you can see throughout the album. The first half of it, it's like 14 songs. The first like 9 songs, you know, you look at the titles: Devil, Black Soul, Attention Attention, Kill Your Conscience, Pyro Monsters, Dark Side Creatures. Those all sound pretty dark, and then you get from songs 10 to 14, you get Evolve, Get Up, Special, The Human Radio, and Brilliant. Those are only 13 because there's an intro track called The Entrance at the beginning. But yeah, so it seems like all the heavy stuff's at the top, and then the more like peppier, less heavier stuff's at the bottom, which, as Crash Thompson said, doesn't really hurt the album that much. You know, it doesn't mean it makes it bad. It's just kind of like, you know, I mean, it is kind of like lopsided, like, you know, it's like a guy who skips leg day when he works out. He's all buff at the top, but then his legs are like really skinny and really, you know, that's what this album feels like. But, you know, like I said, I get it. It's a concept album, and with all those songs at the end, if they were to be anywhere else, the concept album really wouldn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, songs like Devil Devil, the title track, Monsters, Creatures, The Human Radio, and Brilliant are all great songs. Evolve is the shortest track on here, under 3 minutes. It's a 50-minute album. But yeah, I mean, you do get 50 minutes of pretty decent work. To me, this is their best they've done in a while. I mean, I loved their album, The Sound of Madness, and I really want to find it so I can buy it. You know, but I just think that Crash Thompson also had a good point, the rock critic, where he said they're a mainstream rock band, and what have a lot of mainstream rock bands have they done their past couple of albums? Well, Fall Out Boy with Mania had overproduced pop music. He didn't like it. I thought it was fine. And then you had bands like Imagine Dragons take a big turn and Evolve, and then of course there was the shitfest that was 30 Seconds to Mars America. Yeah, he has a point. This is the first like rock band this year that is actually really like mainstream rock band that has been mainstream rock, other than maybe Breaking Benjamin, but I don't know if you would count them as mainstream. If you would, well, then they had a pretty decent album in their hands too. So yeah, I give them kudos for that, you know, because, you know, sometimes when you're a mainstream band, your record label will be like, make something that appeals to this crowd and do this and change up a little bit, which there are changes, but they're minimal at most. Like, you can hear some of different things that they do, but it's minimal at most. And there's guitars, there's bass, and there's actual drums. There's no drum machine, there's actual drums on this album. I don't see a rating for this. I'm assuming it has gotten pretty decent reviews here. As I have seen already that it was number 2 in New Zealand, selling a number 4 in Scotland. Yeah, so I don't know. This could definitely be down for one of the albums of the year. We'll just have to see when I make the list in December where this falls. If it falls on the list, who knows? It might end up being an honorable mention though, because if I had to rank this album overall, I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. I mean, it's nice, it's cool, and just to see that they were, you know, not phased with the mainstream audience not going the direction that other bands did. I do think that this album could have maybe had some bangers at the bottom, other than mostly at the top, because it is a very lopsided album. But like I said, that doesn't make those songs bad. That just, you know, that's just how they wanted it to be. In a concept album, it tells a story, and the songs had to be in a certain order for that to happen. So yeah, 7 out of 10 seems fair enough in this review. So, anyway, that does it. Tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this album? And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share. And I'll catch you guys next time.